Forza Horizon 5 has over 850 unique cars and over 100 different car brands. So naturally, in a game with this much selection, it's hard to know what to drive. However, people still tend to gravitate towards one specific brand. A company whose cars are second to none and have some of the best designs in the game, Lamborghini. Within Lamborghini, there are 29 different variations you can purchase, however many of them look very similar. So when picking out a Lamborghini to drive, it can actually be a bit difficult to decide. So in general, it comes down to just one factor: which one is the fastest? And today we're here to answer just that. I have gathered 10 of my favorite Lamborghinis in the game, and to keep things fair, I will be using the same event for all of them, and the code for that event can be found down below. I will also be putting the highest rated speed tune on each car, as let's be honest, nobody wants to drive a car slow when with tuning it could go much faster. Now I will say I have absolutely no idea what to expect for these cars. I have a few Lamborghinis I drive much more often than others, such as the Aventador SVJ or the Gallardo Spyder. And in my head, those should be the fastest ones, but I really won't know until we put the best of the best to the test. Okay, and I really have no idea what to expect as a top speed for this car. I got a little bit of a taste on the part of the track over there as I drove over to this long straightaway. I think by default in the game, this car tops out in the 270s, which we've already far surpassed. Are we gonna hit 300 on our first car? If we hit 300 already, I don't think we go past that. Are we? Oh my goodness, we hit 300. There's no way it goes faster than that. I think I saw 301. Hold on. If we don't hit it before we get to this bridge looking part, then 300 is the top. But as if this car went 300. Okay, so the last car was the Sesto Elemento Forza edition. I'm not sure if I said it. And this is the Lamborghini Aventador J. I think this one has to be a lot slower. Whenever the car's a convertible, I find it's never fast. And again, all these tune codes, it's whatever the highest rated top speed tune is on the tune shop. That's the one I'm downloading, so you guys can go search for this. I doubt we hit 300 in this car. The only other competitors I can see coming close to 300 would be the Diablo GTR or the SVJ. But again, that's why we're doing this, because I have no idea. Our top speed's 286 though, which isn't too bad, so I'm curious to see where this lands. Let's go on to the next car here. Okay, next up is the Murcielago, and again, if you're missing any of these cars' names, they're all gonna be in order in the comments below, or the description below, in the order that they appeared in this video, so you don't have to worry about trying to spell checking them or anything. But this car, I don't really understand what its role is in this game, because I've used it in a couple of Cops versus Drifters videos. It doesn't go very fast from what I remember. It's going 283 right now, which is actually the lowest we've seen, even with one of them being a convertible, but it looks like it should go way faster. So if you guys know more about this car, comment that down below, but it looks like 283 is our max in this car. Okay, this car, the Diablo GTR, really needs a win here because it recently got its fastest drag car in the game title stripped from it. It's no longer the fastest drag car, so it could really use a win by being the fastest Lamborghini, and I think it has an honest shot. It definitely is one of the fastest cars in the game, and we're already going over 300. Okay, so currently, this is going to be sitting in our number 1 spot, but what's our top speed? Are we going to get to 308? Definitely 308. The question is, are we going to even see a 309 possibly before we get to the end of this track? This is unbelievable how fast this car goes. Look at the road. It's like moving so weirdly. 308's the top speed, so let's dive into the next car. Okay, and next up we have the Lamborghini Reventon. It's a car I've never driven before. I strictly purchased it for the purpose of this video. I have no idea how it's going to perform, but it has some really cool wings on the side. If someone understands the functions of those, let me know down below. I don't have high expectations on the drive over here to this spot. It didn't seem incredibly fast, so yeah, just like I thought, we're topping out in the 280s for sure. But the question is, are we gonna beat 284? So it's not the slowest car we've driven today. Oh, it dropped back down to 284. We're gonna call it 284. Nothing too impressive about this car, but it does look super cool. So next up we have the Sian Roadster, which, good news, I think was a free car or given away at some point, so it should be relatively inexpensive. Now it is another convertible only type car, but with this one it doesn't seem to matter. This car is actually going insanely fast. Anything that goes over 290 miles per hour is a necessary addition to most people's garage. It looks very cool. This is one of my favorite looking Lamborghinis in the game, and it looks like we're topping out at 294 miles per hour. So that puts it pretty high up on the list, but let's go ahead and dive into our next car. Now, next up is the Huracan STO, and I think it's one of 2 Huracans on our list today. Now, I don't like the anti-lag that was put on this car's tune. I think it's a really annoying feature Forza added. But remember what I was saying about some of the Lamborghinis looking very similar? Well, here's a prime example. This is Lamborghini. This is the definition of Lamborghini. And if I were to just look at this, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one it is. I'd say, yep, that's just Lamborghini. That's how they all look. But we're topping out at 289. Are we going to be able to hit the 290 mile per hour mark? I don't think we are, and it's only a 4-gear tune. So it's a relatively unexciting car, but I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. Now, I know this is a car a lot of you were waiting for this point in the video, and it's definitely the hardest to acquire car on our list today. The Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. I really have no idea. In my head, this was supposed to be at least the second fastest today, but I don't really think it's going to be there. Now I see it slowing down in the 280s. There's no way it even gets over 300 miles per hour. We're gonna be lucky to see 290, but there we go, 290 miles per hour. For whatever reason, this is people's favorite Lamborghini in the game. I mean, it is mine. I think it's because it looks the coolest, but 290 is pretty underwhelming for it. So let's go see if the last 2 are any faster. Okay, and this is the Gallardo Spyder, the car I have the lowest expectations for on the list today. But it's a super sought after Lamborghini. It's pretty hard to get, so of course we had to include it. But it's just more of a cruiser. Like, you're not really ever racing anyone. I don't think it has any super fast expectations from anybody, and by the looks of it, we're already slowing down. We're not even at the 270s yet. I think we're in our final gear. I would be shocked if we made it to 280 in this car. Yeah, so we're gonna hover right in the mid 270s. Again, it's a very nice looking car, and it's very easy to drive, and obviously it doesn't go too fast, but 275 is the fastest we're gonna see out of it. So let's go into our final car of today's list. And finally, we have the Huracan Performante, which in my opinion is a mixture between the Murcielago and the Huracan STO. I initially had very high expectations for this car because it's one of the best drag cars in the game. It's an absolute drag beast that I used in my last drag racing video against Drops and Goose and just mopped the floor with them. But when I got out to the track, it doesn't climb in speed past 200 miles per hour very quickly. Now, it is going to be faster than our last car, the Gallardo Spyder, but I think 279 or 280 puts it in second last place today. But that is our list. So let me know down below if you enjoyed the video. Let's see if we can get 500 likes, and I'll do this with another car brand that you guys choose down below in the comments. As always, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!